Disappointments are bound to be there. But here's the thing about God. He allows these things to happen to us. But how you get past the disappointment is by getting the mind of God. Let the reasoning of God be in you. Because the moment that you have the reasoning of God, then you'll be able to go past the uncomfortable situations, knowing that God has this kind of reasoning. Ayo, 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 ayo. It's VP is how. Hi, hello, hi, everybody. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon to whoever, wherever, however y'all are watching this. Hi, it's your girl Miss G here on Teens Untold, and today I'm stepping in for Auntie Madge. So y'all know it's noise. Kelele kama kawaida, but ni kelele takatifu. Ama ni aje. Welcome to Teens Untold. Thank you so much for joining us for this other show. And today, we are going to talk about something that I believe each and every person has gone through. Yeah. Disappointments. 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 Cha ukweli disappointments, by the way, yeah, they're heartbreaking, no lie. Whoever is watching, you know, old person, young person, katikati ya young and old, everyone faces disappointments. And the first question, especially for those who are watching and you are a believer, the first question you ask is, how can God even allow this to happen? How can God allow this to happen? So today, I won't tell you that I will explain why God allows it to happen, but maybe I'll say something that will bring some light to you. You see, the Bible says that you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. Sasa, sit down, relax, cheeky your belts, and then let's get into this. Amani aje. Sasa, there's this particular time that God taught me something in quite an interesting way. I have this particular friend of mine who is a blue ticker. Blue ticker vibaya sana. A person who blue ticks, for those who don't understand who a blue ticker is a person who comes, opens your WhatsApp text, reads it, and then they blue tick it. They don't reply it almost immediately or just don't reply it. So this friend of mine is a very heavy blue ticker. Now that thing ilikuwa inaniwasha. I really used to feel bad about it. I'm like, mbona msana ni blue tick? Ni blue tick kama nani? And then I'm thinking, you know, labda nimemkosea ama yani na catch my feelings. I just catch them like this, left, right, and center, you know? I just feel so bad. But then this particular time we're talking, and then akaniambia, by the way, unajua mimi miss feelingi anything niki blue tick watu. And then akaniexplainia the reason why I blue tick people is because at times I'm not really in the state of answering that whatever whatever they've asked, if it's a question, I'm just not in the place of talking, but si ati nakuanga na ubaya. It's just how I've been fashioned. You know, that's just how I do things. That's just how I do things. And so, but then akani show, even though I don't answer that moment, I will still answer baadaye eventually when I'm now in the right state to answer. Now, true to word, ni ukweli, anaweza blue tick 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, lakini lazima atajibu. So, after getting this information, now the next time ali blue tick, as much as nilikuwa na hiyo kujam na shindo sasa huyu mtu mbona ameni blue tick, I had an understanding of why umse alikuwa na blue tick. So I was like, most probably tu ni juu labda yuko in the place to answer right now. Now, for sure, akujibu at that time, but alijibu baadaye. But then the heart was not as intense as the other times. And so it goes on, and then I already get used to the person. I'm like, I already understand why he does the blue ticking. So it's quite okay. Hata kama inaumanga, bado nasikianga, mbona una blue tick? Though I understood it. And now God took that. I'm wondering, why would you take such an incident, God, to teach me? But still, alinifunza kitu. And he taught me something. he explained to me, you see, the moment that you didn't know why this person is blue ticking, ulikuwa unaumia, unakasirika, una assumptions mingi, and so the only thing that you would do is just even get more angry at this person. But the moment that you went to the person and akakuexplainia mbona ana blue tickingi, you know, what is the thought pattern, how exactly does he understand things, ukaelewa, this is how ana reason, this is the way the person reasons, and so you'll be comfortable even in the midst of that uncomfortable situation, which for me in this case was a blue ticking. And this is what God said: disappointments are bound to be there. Disappointments are bound to be there. Uncomfortable situations are bound to be there. But here's the thing about God. He allows these things to happen to us. But how you get past the disappointment is by getting the mind of God. Getting to understand, how does God reason? What is his thinking pattern? How does God view things? What is the viewpoint of God? Why would God allow this to happen? And the moment that, this is why the Bible says, let this mind be in you. Let the mind of Christ be in you. Let the reasoning of God be in you. Because the moment that you have the reasoning of God, then you'll be able to go past the uncomfortable situations, knowing that God has this kind of reasoning, that all things work together for good, for those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And so even in the face of disappointment, as much as you'll be disappointed, utakuwa zile za, there is a certain knowledge that has set me free from captivity of disappointment. Unaget, kuna kitu yenye najua yenye itanifanya I go past this disappointment still having my heart intact. Because a lot of times, why we go through disappointments and at the end of it all you turn against God and you start blaming him, is because you still have not understood the reasoning of God. You still have not understood how God thinks, how God does his things, how the pattern that God follows. You still have not understood. You still have not understood because God is a God of patterns. Yeah, God is a God of patterns. Kuna venye yeye hufanya vitu. He's not limited. He's diverse in his thinking, but still he follows some certain patterns. And so the moment you get to understand the patterns of God, then you'll be able to know, this one, yeah, it's disappointing, but I can go past this. The same way I know, say, kuna times zenye atajibu instantly, but kuna times zenye ata blue tick. Na hata aki blue tick, cause najua venye yu fikiria, venye, you know why exactly ana blue tick. I can still go past the disappointment of the blue tick because it disappoints me and still be okay with this person. So I challenge you, get to know God. Get to know his pattern. Get his understanding behind things. Get to understand, why does God do things like this? How does God do things? What is the reasoning of God? Such that even in the uncomfortable situation which he allows, he doesn't cause them, not all the time. A lot of bad things that happen to us, people ask, oh, why does God cause bad things to happen to good people? God doesn't cause bad things to happen to good people, but he allows it. Because nothing ever goes on without him allowing it. So you'll be able to know God allowed this, but then this is how he thinks. He loves me, and so he will take care of me. And so, you know, this and this and this and this. Get to understand the mind of God. And the moment you get to understand the mind of God, you will not find comfort from your situation. You will find comfort from his reasoning. You will not find comfort in yourself, nor in that situation, but you'll find comfort in him. Get to understand how, why, what of God. Get to understand these things. Get to know God. Get to know God. And there is only one way of knowing God. The Bible says that John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And so in you interacting with the Word, you're actually interacting with God. Know God. Know God. There is so much captivity will be set free from just knowing him. Because Christ is the truth, right? So when you know the truth, you shall be made free. You shall be made free from the captivity of disappointment. You shall be made free from the captivity of failure. You shall be made free from the captivity that is meant to come due to all these uncomfortable situations. So yeah, imagine disappointments zitakam tu na yenyewe God uzikubali, no lie, hata hazitaisha saa hizi. Lakini ukisha grasp mind ya God, msee, imagine you'll be able to walk past it. Ni kama utakuwa na bridge, kuna rive, si ati rive itatolewa, but utakuwa na njia ya kuvuka hiyo rive. And that is the bridge. No God, msee. No God. So, that's it from your girl Miss G here on Teens Untold. Mtu yangu, jua God. Jua God. Jua God. Kuzia anakujua, imagine. Anakujua. Thank you so much for joining me. Go and comment, like, share, subscribe to Wema TV manze, the voice of hope, and get hope every single day of your life. Wewe, God anakupenda wewe. Si kwaheri. Si bye bye.